Hello, hello, hello. It's your girl, Mr. Lady Z, and I wanted to come back because I wanted to talk about a few things, which is, I know I probably talked about it already, which is the purpose of the Mystic Lady Z vlogs and, me documenting a lot of stuff that's going on within my life. And the purpose of all these videos is for me. And I'm sharing it with everybody, so they can see my progress of what I've been enduring in my life and how I overcome things. Because I feel like, a lot of people, they talk about a lot of stuff that's going on as far as spiritually, but they ain't like showing the inside story of a lot of stuff. And so I wanted to make my videos, different from what everybody else doing, because we got a lot of people out there talking about a lot of information, but ain't no well, I haven't seen. It might be videos out there, but I haven't seen those videos that are really going in detail excuse me, about, how manifesting really is taking place in their lives. And so I wanted to be that one that document every part of my life that I can remember to document anyway. So that's what I'm doing. And also with me doing this, it has been allowing me to go back and rewatch videos and critique things that I feel like that need to be critiqued about how I'm doing things to better produce, good content, and for me to manifest things even more easier in my life than what I have been doing. So, yeah, that's the purpose of the vlogs. Because I know it's confusing a lot of people. Like, she's not talking about, anything that is useful for me. But my thing is that I am documenting things. I'm giving the full disclosure of everything that I'm going through. Well, I can't say everything because, it'll be a lot of days that I don't, video based upon, what I'm dealing with at that moment or whatever. So it's like a lot of stuff can't be captured. But I just feel like a lot of people are just talking and they're not, showing. They're not really going in depth about a lot of stuff and how it is progressing for them. They're just talking. See, I want to talk and show. You know what I'm saying? So I can just have that available for myself as well as others to see how, things are progressing in my life, as me being as knowledgeable about a lot of stuff that is currently taking place as far as within the world, as far as my energy, and how you can, I know one thing I do know is that everything don't work for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Each individual got to find their own way of how they manifest stuff in their life based upon their energy and their knowledge of what they know. And so that's the purpose of my vlogs. To just, document the things that are going on in my life. And I know it might seem like I'm being a little selfish or whatever, but that's the purpose of the blogs. It's just to document my life, document how I'm improving and how I'm, doing my content, what steps I'm gonna take. Let me put it like that. What steps I'm gonna take to produce what I'm trying to produce. And my thing is, I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. And I see everybody's, they talking, but they ain't showing nothing within their life. Like, their life is private. But I feel like, as me being a spiritual teacher, I want to also, shed some light on a lot of stuff that is happening within my life, so they can see that, being on a spiritual journey, that don't mean that problem ceases. That don't mean that. That means that you are better able to handle those problems when they do occur. That's what it means. Yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to, and also I wanted to, like, tonight I was thinking about how would I go about, doing my videos that I wanted to present. And so I was thinking about using other videos to explain things that I'm talking about clearly, because I know sometimes it just seems like, I'm just all over the place. And I do. I know I do be a lot of times all over the place, because I be having like a lot of things on my mind, and then my words don't be coming out clearly and stuff like that. And I know this. I know. But yeah, that's the purpose of me doing the vlogs, for me to critique things. Like I said once before, it's for me to better see what I'm doing incorrect, and then make things better. But yeah, maybe tonight, or if not tonight, tomorrow, I'm going to be sharing videos that I feel like that can explain things better than what I be saying. But it's gonna be different topics. I ain't gonna stay on just one topic. I'm gonna be on a lot of different topics. Like vibrations and frequencies and IA. The robots and stuff like that. I'm gonna be on a lot of different topics, and the way I'm gonna do it is just gonna be very, very informative. Yeah, because I'll be having a lot of stuff in my on my mind, and I'll be like, well, how do I get that across? How do I go about presenting the things that just come within me? And so that's the method that I chose. I'm just gonna be using other video feeds and stuff like that, as well as my life journey, as well as the things that I be receiving within me that I would like to talk about, to share. So that's what's gonna be happening from now on out with my videos. I'm just going to be explaining things the best way I can, because with me being in my own world, a lot of times I be so not in tune with what's going on in the outer reality, like in my environment or what's trending and stuff like that. I don't be in tune with none of that, because I don't watch TV, I don't listen to radio, I just be in tune with myself. So as far as what's going on in the outside world, other people have to tell me about what's going on in the outside world, because I don't be knowing, because I be trying to receive information for myself so I can better produce things in my life for me and my kids. So that's what my focus be at. Not saying that I'm not grateful for the things that I have, but I'm always up for upgrading the things that I have in my life, because I'm on a bigger scale now. I'm on a bigger, conscious level now. So I need to expand my, environment, meaning my living conditions. I need to expand that, as well as my income, so I can, be in those spaces that are for me with my conscious level, instead of me being stuck in a low frequency environment that is not going to accept who I am, or accept, the information that I have to give. And I know when you raise your consciousness and stuff like that, you have to be in a certain environment, because if you're not, it's gonna keep you on a low level. And that's another thing too. Like I said, I think I said at the beginning of the video that I just wanted to just break down stuff, a lot of stuff about things that's happening as far as energy wise and frequency wise and vibration wise, because people are always talking about energy, frequency, vibes, and stuff like that, but ain't nobody breaking down that there. And I want to like really break it down. So when I start talking about a lot of stuff in my videos, that y'all won't be lost. So y'all can, keep up with what I'm talking about. But yeah, about to wrap this up, because I do want to get one video out tonight explaining what I'm talking about. So, well, it ain't gonna fully explain everything, but it's gonna be a video, be like, oh, okay, that's what she's talking about when she's talking about spirituality and stuff like that. But yeah, this is gonna be real educational on my channel. I want everybody to be informed, so when stuff started happening, that you won't be so lost. Because I can only, shed some light on stuff. But when it comes to a lot of stuff about your experience in your life, you have to do the work yourself. And that's what I be doing. I be always constantly working on myself, because I know I'm always evolving. I'm gonna never be the same person that I was the day before. I will never be that. I'm always constantly evolving. But yeah, I'm finna wrap this video up and get to working on what I said I was gonna work on, with giving y'all some information before the night is over with. So peace and love. We're manifesting fabulous as usual.